modern music. When you think about modern music, usually has words, lyrics with the actual music, or I should say instrumental music. So I noticed that in the realm of exercise, all of my life I've been a pretty
Sometimes it can be pleasant, depending on the way it is applied. But sometimes it can be rather painful physically. Like when you're a child and they spank you and it's like, pain, why would you do this to me, parent? And the parent is just like, feel pain, small child. But then they feel dead inside because they just hit their child in the body. Anyway, back to the point, which I didn't even leave because I was talking about discipline. So let me see if I get your points down. What you're trying to say is based upon what, no, let me try and simplify my own words, sorry. Well, no, not simplify, collect my own words and thoughts. So what you're both trying to say is what your meaning is depends upon what words you use. Is that what you're trying to say?
Child.
Wait, so let me see if I get your point.
I couldn't know which one Michael had.
So what you're trying to say is that she's stupid, but she can still get her point across? Correct me if I'm wrong, but just let me see if I do have it. What you're trying, the points you guys are making is that facial expression and tone of voice is like an entire part of language. So let me see.
Just trying to get your face.
Let me see if I got what you're saying down. You're saying you have no idea what was in the book. You have no idea what we're talking about, and you don't even know what day it is.
It's Tuesday, Michael.
What day?
But it was Wednesday.
Let me see if I get this. Let me see if I have this right. You guys do not know how to read a calendar, or how to read in general.
Michael, what's a calendar? That word's not in my vocabulary.
Have you read the book?
Screw this, I'm out.
Have you gotten to...
So.
Oh my gosh.
Just to clarify, you are about to say a point right now?
So let me see if I have this right. You guys are mocking me because you're all terrible friends and
Sorry,
people.
Michael, can I just clarify?
You
You're
think we're
offended?
terrible friends.
So let me see if I got this right. You're wearing a kilt. This one is just CGI right down your throat as you're trying to breathe. And it's like,
That's a really good description, Michael.
Wow.
So what you're saying is that...
so let me see if I understand what
Just
you're
to
trying to
clarify
say.
your point.
What you're trying to say is that the Hobbit movies as a whole sucked.
I can't see Amy.
Like, yeah.
Just be honest.
Are we smiling or what?
Okay, everyone watch. Just make a super serious straight face.
Super serious straight face.
Like this is a normal everyday event.
Die.
Wow.
Like everyone just
Know
died.
that feeling, Tony?
Am I hurting somebody?
Likely.
So yeah.
So if you're just like, just the outside of yourself, do you call that surface tension?
I can tell if that was a joke or
Zane,
It was a really bad, nerdy
you're a
joke.
wonderful man, Zane.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Love you, bro.
You
I
tried.
get it.
You tried. I'll give you A
No.
for effort.
I think it was good. I think it was pretty good. I liked
It was
it.
pretty fun.
I liked it.
Just took a second for everyone. By the time I got it, it wasn't funny anymore. But
Yeah.
So let's look
Saying,
at
"Get the camera out of
proposition
my face."
4.
That one's going in week 11 through 15.
And somebody float, first of all.
did you leave your eraser again?
I left everything. So
Do you want me to use
Michael?
my shirt?
Do you want me to go get paper
Here's an idea.
towels?
You can get a
There
paper towel
are a
from
lot
the bathroom.
of beautiful young men and women in this class.
Okay,
Yes, all of us.
Dude,
reference
that's
points.
kind of creepy of you.
Just spend the night. So,
Is it close to where
I don't want to spend the night with someone that wears their underwear in the house.
Come on, that's the most comfortable way to live,
Do you not wear underwear?
No, I mean I do, but including some other clothes.
Oh.
Why would you do that? Why would you wear anything else than underwear and like a pair of shorts? Really short
why would you
shorts.
do
Stay
that?
with my
And a
cousins. They walk
bathrobe,
around just in boxers, and I'm
pajamas.
like, God!
The less clothes plus bathrobe, the better.
Maybe it's just because my brothers always walked around in underwear, and then they would like bring their friends home, and like they would walk around in underwear, and I was just like,
Evan
kind of
freaks out
sorry,
if
but
Tim
like
takes his shirt off.
that's so weird.
Whoa. Well,
That's
it's probably
weird.
because it's so white, it's kind of blinding.
Why would you
If I
wear a
was guy, I
shirt?
would walk around in my underwear.
Why would you wear a shirt in your own
Like
home?
that, well, it's sort of gonna, like,
Why?
there's a point where it's okay, but then whenever your brothers start changing with the door open,
Jaden doesn't
Oh,
even
we
shut
don't
the
have
door
a
when he
door
goes to
to
the
our
bathroom.
room, so
Yeah, I know. He's like Zane walks around in his underwear, and I'm like, you have a bedroom by the front door where you change. Whoops.
with no door.
not true.
What are those
I've
beautiful
only done it
flowers
a couple
for?
times.
We're gonna dissect them.
We're trying to film stuff, and my mom, she's like, oh, you know what you guys should use? And we're like, what? And she's like, I have a man in my closet. And we're like, what?
Like, what?
And she goes, yeah, you know my green man? And we're like, what are you talking about? Is there something you need to tell us? And she was actually talking about this like statue head thing.
It's like,
Yeah.
Mr. Gray, do you know that?
It was like this head bust thing.
There was a head.
Yes,
It's cool, okay? Y'all saw it in the film.
I'm,
Little depressed.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
you're a beautiful man, bro. Look at that face and that hair.
Bro, that was kind of gay of you.
Bro. Bros can be gay. But not gay, you know what I'm saying? Bros do gay things while not being gay.
I don't think you understand what romance is.
No, I understand exactly.
No, he doesn't. You understand. He
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah. You don't quite.
Bro, I've been on a varsity football team for 2 years. I know what a bromance is.
Good. We got bros now. Got more bros. I already
I was
have
about
bros.
to say, I was
You know
like
what I'm
kind
saying,
of offended by that. you
Bro.
know? I thought
Bro.
I was the bro.
Bro, I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro.
All right, bro. Anyway, guys. So Gina was great. Had fun. Made some more bros. So I have bros.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
More bros.
Bro.
I got you, bro.
You guys are bros too, but like girl bros. So I don't know how to say that.
Socrates aberrant views. I don't know what that word is.
No, you suck.
And,
That was knee in the elbow. That
Oh,
doesn't
are we
count.
supposed to be in the knees?
Yeah.
Why?
It'll age you prematurely.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me right
That-
now?
I'm running her toddler.
She literally gave you such an easy one.
Okay, go.
I thought she'd give me a hard one.
I mean, how the heck am I supposed to do that? No.
Paperclip.
Victory dancing. Go for it.
Okay, you look like
Zane, please never.
Oh my gosh, guys, I have an
Turnover.
basket.
French.
Toast.
Surrender.
Or die.
That's two
Perfect.
words, you lying, Canadian son of a gun.
Sorry, my bad.
Daughter of a gun, my bad, my apologies.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm sorry for getting it wrong. She said daughter of a gun.
Here, I want more banana.
Banana. There you go. Don't put this into the thing, Zane, please.
Yeah, please don't.
I don't think our class is ready for this.
Yeah, they're
This
not.
level of.
Even though we already made the jokes in class, though.
I mean, we try to hide it though, so that not everyone hears. Some people aren't ready for this.
Oh.
Well,
We've been out here for like 4 minutes. Maybe we should wrap it up now.
No, let's keep going. Let's keep going for a little while. One more banana.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Banana. Alright, cool.
Uh-oh.
What are
Uh-oh.
you guys doing?
We've been caught.
I'm recommissioning my camera, and
Okay.
I had a dream and y'all were all in it and we were like in the Hobbit, but we were like going on a journey and then like we were reading the Bible and suddenly we ended up in like this apocalyptic setting and then like orcs
Michael
came
without matches.
and then we were on this playground. Do
you look like the guy from Up.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Kieran, strike a pose. Beautiful.
Yeah.
He tells her how he feels, and they end up getting married, dating, and like 6 months later they get married.
You have to learn that just like you would have to learn any other language, but you have to learn it from the elementary level.
I say Michael should.
Say.
Michael.
Michael, you want to?
You give me the happy one on math.
Well, it is a book about
I can truly say that I understood everything.
Pictures.
What else? pictures.
That's not how you read a book.
Yes, it is.
A book, you're a book.
What kind of books do you read?
The pictures kind of distract
The
me. though. I
children
end up just
books.
looking at wheels. Means car.
Yeah.
But does it?
Does it wheelie?
Right.
Like,
Ow,
how did like
stabbed
that?
myself, I'm sorry.
Whenever you thought of me
Yeah. that's a
and like
problem.
us
Pizza,
compared, you
farm,
immediately
farm,
thought
farm,
of
farm,
disarming a nuke.
Our two
Can I, like,
extremes
pick
are
up
disarming a
this
nuke or getting something off a
Until I
ceiling.
He was hot.
No, I'm off the drugs.
420? Alright.
No, I am.
I'm sorry.
I've been a week off of drugs.
Wow,
Yep.
I'm so
The
proud
fact that you
of
said a week off of drugs just proved the way you said that just proves that you
You're
don't know
not
anything about drugs.
It's basically when you give someone flowers, you're like, I mean, sometimes you didn't pick them, you just bought them from the store, but basically you're saying, I killed this beautiful living thing for you. Now you get to watch it die.
What was your favorite thing about your challenge level this year?
Is that sandwich?
What was your favorite thing about your director this year?
She likes sandwiches.
That feeling, Tony.
Am I hurting somebody?
Likely.
No, you're joking, kinda.
I would like to add, I just thought it was interesting that he included limited vocabulary because I wouldn't consider that.
Okay. So,
How do you know you were almost there?
Because I read ahead. And then like
I'm like, oh yeah,
Okay, so
I do that too.
So like I read the end of the book to see if the book's actually worth reading. And then like my mom does that too.
I never do that.
Okay.
Authority.
No friend. Okay. And what would your mom
Or
say about
testimony.
your habits of sleeping in? Would your mom say that you generally sleep in?
You're lazy. You're good for nothing.
You hear me, Mommy?
Get out of my house unless you're paying rent, you little filthy rag. Get out.
Mrs. Abels is right there.
Hello.
Wait, we're talking about our own mothers or other people?
I don't know, but you're just like,
Quit having an affair.
Carry on. Don't burn the house.
why?
The mighty chicken. One of the greatest animals ever known to mankind. This mighty beast, it cannot be conquered by any man, any mortal man. If you attack one, hordes of them will rain down upon you from the sky and kill you to death. These predators produce more of themselves and smaller ones of themselves. They can be turned into eggs, which are delicious. But the best thing about these chickens is how, even though they are mighty, if you call someone a chicken, is to tell them that they are scared and afraid. In honor of the fact that the chickens, they feel fear at all times, but they bravely move forward. They continue on. They live. They survive. And that is the tale of the mighty chicken.
Being a good person, I don't think anyone's a good person. I think the only good person is probably God. I mean, you can have goodness inside of you, you can do good things, but that doesn't necessarily make you a good person. Just the whole definition of a good person is just like, we're all too flawed to be good people. Like, God is a good person. We're just people who may do good or have goodness. So, if the definition, which I truly believe is anything beneficial to someone else, yeah, you can do good through Christ, but you can also do something nice for someone else, and that's a good act, even if you don't know God. You're still doing something good. I think that you can.
I think that's what makes him so great is that like he never changes and we can always trust that he never changes. But I also don't think that we comprehend how great God really is. Like honestly, think about it, like God always was there. Like there was no before God. Like I honestly can't comprehend it. Like if you think about it, something always started somewhere.
It's like when you think about infinite things, you think about something that never ends. But then when you try to think about something that never begins, it's like,
Yeah. So, from a spiritual aspect, in order to have goodness, don't you need both truth and beauty? You need the other two sides of the triangle to actually make it a triangle.
I love that.
Wow.
Good job, Brady.
Discipline brings freedom. Today, I'm going to be explaining why I believe that discipline does bring freedom.
But a lot of the times, discipline is really just the training of oneself to be something greater. Your parents are training you to be a better person.
So today I want to talk about two kinds of discipline. I think there's discipline that your parents give you, and then discipline like self-discipline.
Socrates raises the question whether Callicles, superior people, are in control of themselves as well as their communities. Callicles has rejected conventional morality, which commands self-control. He thinks that happiness involves self-indulgence.
Guys, you know that none of us speak Spanish, right?
I made it.
Actually, wait, this
Kind
grade,
of.
you speak Spanish?
I understand. I can.
Freedom!
Poco.
All right.
So you might not. Oh, sorry.
It could be either you live as a complete bum with no money, collecting debt with student loan, supporting Bernie Sanders, or you live as a billionaire with nowhere left to go. The only thing that money can't buy you is love.
Success for me is honoring God with my passions and my talents, not getting money. And for the worldly standards, success is being financially secure. And it's not, I think that it takes away a lot of potential to honor God. Verb is modified by adverbs and takes objects and is always active in meaning. As noun is used in all the case usages of nouns, but the accusative of the gerund is used chiefly after ad or in, not as the object of a transitive verb. And the ablative is never used with sine, without, or who with.
Got you. But the war's not with other people. It's a spiritual war. It's not, dang, Michael. It's not against Michael. It's against the sin in Michael.
Form
So-
I can use.
Under verbs, category of words, verbs. Right now, most of what we're used to is all the regular verbs. But there's a certain subcategory of verbs that are called verbals, which are non-verb uses of verbs.
Possibility, in my opinion. Callicles, to a philosopher who minded his own business and remained detached from things throughout his life. When this happens, blah blah blah, he is delighted and sends him away to the Isle of the Blessed.
There would indeed be nothing strange about despising it if we could somehow come across a better and truer account. But as it is, you can see that you three, you, Polus, and Gorgias, the three cleverest people in Greece today, have failed to prove that any other way of life is preferable to the one I've been arguing for.
Hold on. We
Go through that one.
appreciate you for being responsible, honest, gentle-hearted, encouraging, mature, affectionate, intelligent, wise seeker of truth, friendly.
Basically, the first three proofs are constructions because all of his proofs are based on constructions. And so you can't build a proof without having set constructions.
Good.
That's what I got.
Okay.
Do you think you can actually question someone when it comes to a textbook such as biology?
Yes.
Well, there are textbooks, especially biology textbooks, that have lies in them because they teach evolution as fact.
No, but I'm saying as this biology book.
Well,
I think I could argue with the biology
book.
Okay.
Whether they're intentional or not.
Metonymy. Metonymy.
Hold on. And metonymy is the thing where, like, the object is also metaphorically something else, like the crown.
What was the other one called?
Should prayer be concerned with physical or spiritual needs? Or question mark both?
Both.
Why?
Because that's how you communicate with God. I don't know how it's physical.
I think, as far as prayer, or sorry if you have stuff to.
No, keep going.
I think that that prayer should be concerned with both your spiritual and your physical needs. Because, well, first of all, I think that we should trust God to help fulfill our spiritual needs and our physical needs. But also, like, a lot of the ways that that the tempters, that try to tempt whatever the patient, is through his physical needs, or at least his physical, like, tendencies, like, his anger, or his lust, or his, like, his gluttony, or his greed, and things like that. So those are all physical things. And while, like a lot of things we do, they're rooted in some sort of spiritual thing, it also has to do with our physical needs. So I think that we should pray for both our physical and spiritual needs and do it one or the other.
Of like eating a lot of food or like having too much, it was more of like being super picky. Do y'all agree that like when you're super picky and you want things your own way, that's kind of gluttony too?
Interesting question.
Gluttony.
Is it saying that having a preference is being gluttonous?
No, being controlling.
Oh, controlling.
Being controlling and like always desiring less, and like if like the lady in this book that he was talking about, she got offended
Yeah, she was like, it's far too much. Take
if
it away.
there was too much food, and she'd be like, take it away.
Take it away.
I don't know if I considered that gluttony.
Primarily for their beauty or emotional power. First reason I believe in the affirmative side of the resolution is art is incredibly impactful and important. Contrary to other subjects such as math and science, art is loved by everyone.
Faith, would you say that all art is good?
Yes, I believe that.
Everything, even nihilistic and humanistic art pieces made by artists that we've learned about this year.
Well, it may represent something bad, but the art itself cannot be bad.
Impactful and important. All art is not incredibly impactful and important. Something like a toddler at preschool making smudges on a piece of paper. Is that impactful and important?
Observation 4 contentions. You may tag this contention as, what is the future without the past? What is the future without the past? From the beginning of time, man has been creating art. Cavemen carved pictures into rock walls. The Mayans painted on plaster and made sculptures with clay. People die, lives fade, but art remains. How would we know anything about our past if not for the things they left behind? How would we know how people lived? Art isn't just paintings and sculptures. Art can also be found in words. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed, freeing us from England. In 1863, Abraham Lincoln created the Emancipation Proclamation, in turn freeing slaves from us.
Starting out, can you please just repeat your contentions for me without taking my page off?
What is the future without the past, and the greatest fear is fear itself?
Okay, so would you say that maybe something like family is more valuable than a piece of paper with ink on it?
I think that everyone kind of has to decide that for themselves.
In today's debate, my value is going to be life. Quote, the sum of distinguishing phenomenons, life is, quote, the sum of distinguishing phenomenon of organisms, especially metabolism, growth, reproduction, or adaptation to environment, end quote. And this is by a famous Earl Nightingale. Quote, learn to enjoy every minute of your life. Be happy now. Don't wait for something outside of yourself to make you happy in the future. Think about your precious time you have to spend, whether it's at work or with your family. Every minute should be enjoyed and savored, end quote. Life is a precious gift, one that should not be taken for granted. Every second we have on this earth is a blessing, one that should be savored all the day long. Not running around trying to save artistic achievements just because they're famous. Why waste your life on something so pointless? Observation 3, criteria.
Accessible so that we can learn from them and build on them. We live in a world that has the opportunity to learn from the past mistakes and grow. The knowledge of the past that is gained from history's great cultural and artistic achievements, that knowledge is extremely essential.
From the class to you. Zayna, I think they also want to do something.
Yeah, I'm like,
What? What do we do in challenge 2? Because we were done with challenge 1. Now we will be in challenge 3 and open the door.